Hello, guys. Afternoon. Today we're going to do a little podcast for you to meet one of the athletes. It's just a way of being able to link up properly North and South and show that we're a national project here at Project North and Project Run, and not just Northeast Project, South Coast Project. We're not two separate things. We're one big thing. So here today, we're joined by the big man himself, Daddy Baker. How are we doing?
I'm good, mate. Hello. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. What have we been up to today? What's been happening?
Not much, mate. Just work. Work from 6 this morning. Yeah. Same stuff, different day,
eh? Mate, you say not much, but you've just told me you've done what, 23,000 steps on your postie shift?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I complete about so I set a target on my watch, right, of 15,000 steps, and I complete those 15,000 steps before 10 o'clock.
Mate, you're a machine. Absolute animal. I'm surprised you're not more tanned, considering, but then again, you are ginger.
You haven't seen my back of my neck. I'm like pure black, and my
but the front of you is pasty as anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's find out a little bit about you. Let's take us right back to the beginning. Why did you start running, Dave?
Why did I start running? So back 2014, I engaged to my wife now. I think it was 2014. It might have even been earlier.
You should know that.
Yeah, it might have been even earlier. But yeah, so I engaged to her. And then I thought, I want to stop smoking. I was a very, very heavy smoker. But I didn't, they say that if you stop smoking, you're going to get fat. That's one thing I didn't want. And my mate at work, he's also South Coast, Adam Ruddy. He was into running at the time. So I thought, right, I'll start running. I didn't stop the cigarettes while I started. I was still going for a run, coming back and having a cigarette, And so I cut down a lot, and I just wanted to stop smoking really for the wedding, and I did it. I'm now nearly 6 years without a cigarette.
Oh, so it took you 2 years still. You were running for 2 years while still smoking?
Yeah, because I was still smoking. At the wedding. So, and that was in 2016.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was.
Mate, that could not have helped. But
no.
I'm glad you stopped now, and I'm glad you've seen the benefits of it.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh God, I don't think I could now.
Yeah. So, in those 6 years without smoking, like, where did you start from? How far have you come with your running?
So my first ever 10K was 47 minutes. That was my first ever race, and now I'm on a 34-minute 10K. So
what's that? 13-minute improvement?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
5K. I think I was roughly about 25 minutes, or maybe just under, and now I'm on about 17:30. But I have done a 15. A couple of years ago, I'd done a 15:51. So
yeah, back when you were firing all cylinders.
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously, to get down to those times, that 15:51 and those 34 minutes, that takes quite a lot of training, doesn't it?
Oh.
One of the things we're talking about at the moment is balancing life, so family, work and training. How do you do all of that? You got any tips?
Ooh. So first of all, I've got a very supportive wife, which helps a lot. Helps a lot. And she literally pushes me out the door if I don't go as well. Well, I've got to make her do that to me though. But yeah, so balancing it is not easy. It's not easy at all. I'm sure she if you asked her it'll be fine, but I'm sure deep down it's hard for her as well. But we go for family walks, you know, we still do our family stuff. Like sometimes I think, right, my run's gonna be an hour, apart from weekends are a bit longer. So if we either go for a family walk before or after, we usually do. Because if we go for a family walk before, I'll go, "Oh, I can't be bothered with my run today." So usually that's how I balance it. I go, right, I'll go for an hour run. What we do after I've done that run, we'll go into the New Forest. We'll go for a family walk.
So you're scheduling your time a few days in advance, so you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you're not just like going day by day, going, "Oh no, where am I going to fit my run in?" You kind of worked it out.
Oh
No,
yeah. Yeah. But I've got to make sure I do my walk after, do the walk after, not before, because I'll come home, I'll be like, kids, yeah, I'm just going to sleep.
mate, you're in your 30s. You don't need a midday nap, and you don't.
Oh, right, I do.
So you said Lindsay's been really good at pushing you out the door, right?
Yeah.
I know, and you know, you've had some difficulties like recently with your running, a couple of mental health problems which you've overcome. Running puts a lot of pressure on you and a lot of stress, and there are a lot of, and there have been big target races for people. That's what always happens in the spring and coming into the autumn at some point. How do you like mentally cope with the pressures that you put on yourself with running?
That's a hard question, that one is. Um,
You don't
so
make
yeah, wasn't expecting that question. Yeah, so with Lindsay being supportive, with literally like when you sign up to a race, usually, well, myself, I don't know about others. I've usually either going to go down to a race and I know at least 2, 3 people, or I'll organise a race with someone else. That helps with a lot with the mental health issues. So I know that I'm going with my mate, and I know that there's going to be a few people down there that I can chat to, put my mind off it, which
Yeah.
is hard. It's hard, especially with I couldn't leave the house for 6 months. Just literally couldn't step out that door. So I've appreciate everything what everyone has done. It's so nice because when I went to I think I went to my first race back. I think it was an RR10. Can't remember what it was. I've completed it. It was the hardest thing ever. But I knew everyone there. Local race, local. It is a local cross country race for anyone that don't know. But I knew everyone there, which helps. You know, you get everyone going. Oh, it's so nice to see you, Dan. You know, it's nice to see you back, and that really is really heartwarming.
So sometimes it's more about enjoying the experience and framing it in a different way and taking the pressure off yourself and making it more like a sociable thing.
Yeah. No, that's spot on.
How about how do you cope then for those races which you've been targeting? So your A races through the year. Have you got any advice for people who've got a big race coming up, which they've been working hard for, and then the last couple of weeks now of prep? Have you got any advice for people to ward off those nerves and see it through?
Just don't think about it. Don't think about it. Try not to. I know it's hard. It's very hard.
Danny, that's the worst piece of advice I've ever heard from somebody.
No, it is hard. It's, especially if you're going down there, just enjoy the race experience at the beginning. Focus on your own race, not the next person next to you. Definitely enjoy that, the experience before the race anyway, because you'll have everyone around you smiling. In the race it'll be totally different, but just don't focus on that person next to you. Just don't go to the net of what you're aiming for, and try and stick with them, because they could either go and smash it quicker or go much slower than you wanted, which you'll be disappointed in yourself for doing that. Just focus on your race, I'd say.
So you're saying kind of be present in the moment, really just embrace the whole racing experience, and kind of you can only control on the day what you can control, can't you?
Yeah.
So you're more worried about what you're doing, your pre-race prep, and not worrying or giving. You may have some niceties beforehand, but you can give less of a expletive what the person next to you does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's hard because I must admit I'm that person that goes, what are you aiming for, mate? What are you aiming for? Do you want to stick with me? But
you're trying to get people's heads on you, you bad person.
But and then I end up going smashing it more than what I should. But yeah, it's hard. But I've had perfect races, I've had bad races. You just got to focus on those, on yourself, really.
Right then, let's talk about those good and bad races. Okay, we'll start with a positive. Favorite ever race, one that's gone well.
Big half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the big half went well. I think it was a week. No, week after. Was it a week before or week after? Week after my Essex Hampshire. And do you know? I said to myself, I'm going at one pace. I said, oh, right, this is the pace I'm going to go at. And I hit every single 5K, every single mile that I said I would do. And it's, the atmosphere is absolutely immense as well. The only downside to that race was there was a storm. But everything just went to plan, even with the storm there.
Yeah.
And I had just such an amazing time there. It was great.
So you managed to set yourself a target plan, a playbook, and you stuck to it, and you hit every split you wanted to.
Yeah.
Did you end up PBing that day? Was that
No, I didn't PB. I think I was about 10 seconds off.
Right. So maybe that storm just knocked you over then.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that storm. If it wasn't for that storm, I think I would have been PB. Yeah, because I wasn't going out and racing it, because I knew that like I said, I can't remember if it was a week before or a week after the Essex 20 miler. So I knew that I was going to have tired legs.
Yeah.
Anyway, or I needed more legs fresh for that week. I'm pretty sure it was a week after. Now. I have to have a look at that.
Yeah, that'd be one to look at, see what happened. But okay, that's one race where everything went to plan.
Yeah.
Give me one that didn't, mate.
My first ever 10K.
Your first one? What happened?
Yeah. So it was literally a heat wave. It was so literally the opposite. It was to my best race. So it was a heat wave. My first, a novice, and didn't know what I was doing really, and I still don't. Yeah. So it was hot, sort of put sun cream on. You know, as being ginger, you know.
And bold.
Yeah, and bold. Yeah, all right. Don't even mention that one, mate. Come on. Yeah, so I put sun cream on, so that's fine. You know, protecting myself. You know, go round, and I start sweating. Now I'm coming. You know, all I can't see a bloody thing now. I literally the sun cream had gone in my eyes, like literally. The race is a 3-lap race, a 10K, and literally within the first lap, I've got my eyes are probably the bloodshotest you've ever can go. Couldn't see what was in front of me. Next thing, my shoelaces come undone, and
Right.
I just stopped for my shoelaces twice, I think, and it's just like this couldn't go any worse.
Just so people know, this guy's got kids. He looks after children, and he doesn't know how sun cream works, and he doesn't know how to tie his shoelaces. I'm glad you've learned from that, though.
Yeah.
Is that why you're more of a cat man now?
That's what Lindsay's for as well.
I want to look after you. Down to spell check you, mate.
Yeah, she does. She loves all that sort of stuff.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
So then, why are you with us? Why did you decide to join Project Run?
So, why did I decide? You?
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's all right. No. So no, when you told me that you were joining as a coach, and you know, me and you have been really good mates for a very long time anyway. So needed that extra push. Like I said, I've got Lynn's pushing me out the door anyway. I needed something to look at every day and go, right, I've got this planned. Lynn's has got, you know, I could easily sit down and go, right, I'm missing today. Okay, I'll go out tomorrow. So I needed that extra push, which you have done. You know, I couldn't thank you anymore for what you've done. But yeah, so it was literally helping me with the extra push.
Just having that kind of accountability.
Yeah, and day to day routine.
Yeah, getting that structure and getting kind of, as you said, the schedule down, and yeah, it just helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a lot.
And to be honest, mate, from where we were, as you said, 6 months ago, we've come a long way in those 6 months.
Yeah, I think I remember my first run back from after my mental health breakdown, and okay, it's faster than some, but I think I did like 4 miles at 7:17, and do you know that hurt? It's where you want to go back and sit down and go, no, I'm not ready for this. But and then I've come to you, and you've gone, what are you doing, Daniel? You know, what are you doing? You should be going slower than this. This is why you're in pain, you know. So yeah, it helps.
Yeah, half of my job is just making sure you slow down, Danny. Making sure you run those easy runs at an easy pace, and making sure you run your steady runs at a steady pace and not a 5K effort.
Yeah, no, it's helped a lot, mate. Helped a lot.
So now we're building, bud. We're building back.
Yeah.
What is the goal for this year? What's the dream?
Aberdeen Marathon. I would like to go sub 2:30, but anything can go on the day. But between 2:30 and 2:35, I'll be happy with. it's any, sub 230. I don't know what I'd do. I don't.
Yeah, sub 230 would be a huge achievement for you because that would be a massive PB and
Yeah.
b a massive, huge progression like just through the last 12 months.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. So my PB at the moment, for anyone that don't know, is 238 on dead as well. So 238.00. Um, and I did that at Abingdon Marathon. So this is, I've got to go back. And I go wrong fueling. So I either take my fuels. I take too too less and too late. So it's just Will's helping me with a lot of that.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, because when's Abingdon? Mid October?
Yes, I think it's 2 weeks after London.
Yeah. So we've still got quite a bit of time. Still haven't obviously started that marathon build up yet, but we're just building nice, strong foundations and thinking ahead. So if that's your goal, have you ever thought about like your dream race? Which race would you most want to do in the world? Because you've done some big races. You've done London Marathon, you've done Big Half, so you know what that like big city vibe is like. But are there any races you thought I'd love a crack at that?
It's hard because I don't really have like a dream race. I'd like to do in a broad race. I don't know which one, but I'd like to do one. But I haven't really got one right goes that really shines in my face and goes, "You've got to do this one." Just to have it ticked off the list to say you've done in a broad marathon, and that would be a nice thing. I have got one in mind, but that's later on.
Wait, so you've just told me there aren't any. You just want to do one abroad, but you have one you want to do.
No, I've got one in mind. It don't mean I'll do it.
Go on, spill the beans. What is it, mate?
So I was thinking in a Romania marathon.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
How
So
come?
with my brother's getting married in Romania. His missus is Romanian, so just go out there and just go right. I've just smashed on your home turf.
Is that the Romanian marathon, or is that like a specific one in Romania, or you just want to do it
Um,
in Romania?
it's called the Bucharest Marathon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it'll be in obviously Bucharest. That'll be one.
I'm
That'll be
hoping
one.
that is that what spring or autumn, or I'm hoping that's not summer because you told me it gets to like 30 degrees out there.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's the same time as London and Abingdon this year.
Oh, okay, so we're not doing it this year, mate.
No, exactly.
Good man.
Yeah.
I'll give you one final question, mate.
Okay.
Classic running question is, well, it doesn't have to be running related; it could be any. But who's your favorite athlete? That can be running athlete or non-running athlete.
No, definitely Kachobi.
How come?
He's what he does, is just immense. I just like following him as well. So like seeing what he does on YouTube, and he's raging, and and stuff like that. He's just you just can't beat the man. You
Yeah,
just can't beat him.
just
I haven't really, apart from him, there's no other athletes that can outdo him.
maybe
Oh
not
my,
the running team.
yeah, he might get a shot put. He might not be able to throw a shot put, but
Yeah, I doubt it. What is he like? What, 5'6" and weighs probably about 2 stone. So I doubt no, he's got much of a shot put.
he might surprise us.
What about non-running? Got any non-running athletes?
Non-running athletes. Oh, no.
You only care about one sport, mate.
No. There's no one really that. If you want to go to football, so I'm a Chelsea supporter.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. I said that about everybody who supports any team, but you support Woking as well, so
Yeah. Well, that's my local. That's my local team. So Zola, he was my favourite athlete as a kid.
Yeah.
Before I even knew there was a running.
Before you knew running existed.
Yeah.
What did you think they were doing around the football pitch, mate?
Well, this is when I was a smoker, so probably having the tag behind the.
Yeah, you're probably having a fag and a pint, knowing you.
Yeah, most probably.
Nice one. Right, we'll wrap it up there. I think people have heard us ramble on for long enough.
Yeah.
Cheers for joining me, Danny.
No, it was good to be on, mate. Good to be on.
Hopefully we can get a few more people on. Who should we have on next?
You definitely need the Rudster.
Cool. We'll get ready on next.
Yes, you definitely got to.
Nice one. Be good to chat, mate. Have a good rest of the day.
Take care, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.